Good morning, grade 2, 3, and welcome back. I hope you all had a very blessed Easter with your families and that you were able to create maybe some new traditions this Easter. As you've guessed, it is time for, I hope you said morning math. This week we are looking at adding and subtracting numbers. But most importantly, we're going to have those numbers in the shape or in the form of money. So we're looking at the way money is written. So we are introducing a decimal, okay, into our adding and subtracting this week. So here we go. Ready? Morning math. Today is Tuesday. Say it with me. April 14th. 2020. Cues of the day or questions of the day. I have one word problem and then the rest are listed in the announcement in your D2L. Here we go. Here's the word problem. First things first, we read the question. Here we go. Mrs. G, that's me, would like to buy candy. Jelly beans cost $3 for one bag, and gum costs $2.99. How much money will Mrs. G need to buy jelly beans and gum? So that's step one. Step one for word problems, we read the question. Step two, read the question for the second time. Here we go. Mrs. G would like to buy candy. Jelly beans cost $3 for one bag, and gum costs $2.99 or $2.99. How much money will Mrs. G need to buy jelly beans and gum? The next step to our problem solving is taking a different colored marker or using a highlighter at home and underlining our important information. So I'm going to underline $3 because that's a very important piece of information, and $2.99. Now, I'm going to look for my bossy question. That is the question that tells us what to do. Now, a question is always finished with a certain type of punctuation, and we're going to be looking at that this week in literacy as well. So it's good that we have it in here too. It's always followed by a question mark. Question marks always ask a question or they tell us to do something, especially in math. So let's take a look at it. So here's a question mark. Let's go back to the beginning of this sentence. How much money will Mrs. G need to buy jelly beans and gum? How much money? Okay, so we've done step one. We read the question. Step two, we reread the question. Step three, we underlined our important information in our word problem. Step four, we're going to create a wick and wink chart. Wick, as you should know, this might be a refresher for some of you, or maybe mom and dad are just learning about wick and wink. They hear it. Maybe, hopefully, in your conversations at home. So WIC stands for what I know. And WINK stands for what I need to know. And we represent WIC and WINK in a T-chart, and it looks like this. WIC, what I know, what I need to know. WIC and WINK. This especially helps us if we find that we're having difficulty figuring this question out, or sometimes we see word problems and our breathing gets kind of quick and our heart rate rises and we start to panic. And just like those two-digit and three-digit numbers, we have to just take a breath and we have to look at what we know, what the question is telling us, and what we need to figure out. We need to find that bossy question. So we know that one bag of jelly beans, I'm going to put JB for jelly beans, is equal to $3. I'm going to put that G, stands for gum, is equal to $2.99. Write the money sign over here. What I need to know? Well, let's go back to this question. How much money will Mrs. G need to buy jelly beans and gums? So I need to know how much money is needed. Good, so from there, you know that Mrs. Gomes wants jelly beans and gum. Not just jelly beans or gum, but she wants both. So our operation, our mathematical operation is, I hope you said addition, and if you did, you are correct. It is addition. So we're going to take these numbers here and we're going to add them. Here we go. $3. Notice my larger number or larger amount is on top, plus $2.99. Here's my equation line, and here's my operation. That's important. We need to know what's happening, and the equation line keeps our work nice and organized. I'm going to start with the ones column here. Always start with the ones. Remember, that's our rule. 0 plus 9 equals 9. We have the same question. 0 plus 9 equals 9. Now, because we're dealing with a decimal, we're going to go ahead, put that decimal in the same spot. We're going to carry that down. And our last addition is 3 plus 2. 5. Our last step, because now we have the answer, $5.99. We can add our value in there. $5.99. Because this is a word problem, there is one last step, and that is to write a sentence to answer the question. So you can write, you should be taking vocabulary from the question. So I'm going to write Mrs. G will need $5.99 to buy jelly beans and gum. Wow. So word problems are a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 6-step math problem. But it's okay. If you break them into these 6 steps, maybe they won't stress you out. Maybe you'll feel more confident with them. Take it step by step. Okay, I hope you have a great morning. Enjoy your day. Bye.